Okay, this morning I've got I have a modified basic white loaf, and I'm going to try my two different lamb and score them both and see how they come out. So I've got this beautiful peel. You can get it from Primal Kitchen Products. My son makes them by hand. Now make sure that the loaf's not sticky there. And I want to clean off the crust pretty good, because I want to give one of these loaves away as a gift. So I'm going to do a wash on it. The dough was about 72% hydration. That's what the modification was. So it's a little higher in hydration. So I used a lot of flour in the banneton to keep it from sticking. But I do want the blistery, bubbly crust, so I'm going to do a wash. I just used the water. And try to be careful not to get too much going down the side. That's one reason I left the flour around the side. I can catch some of the water going over the edge with that flour on the side, and then wipe it off before I put it in the oven. My oven's been preheating for over an hour at 500 degrees Fahrenheit. Whoops, there we go. Got water going over the edge. Just have to make sure there's not too much, or the dough will stick, and that's never a pretty picture. Of course, if you used baking parchment paper, then it wouldn't matter. It would still slide off fine. Now I'm just being extra careful with this loaf because, well, I will be with all of them, because the best looking one I'm going to be giving as a gift. Okay, that's looking pretty good, and I think the flour caught most of that water there. So I'm going to just do a regular score, but I'm going to be using the bent blade lamb on this one. It's sticking. Going to get it wet. Okay, that dragged in the dough a little bit, but I should have gotten it a little wetter. So I'm going to pop that into the oven. I'm going to take off some of the flour first. Make sure that's not wet there, which it is, so I'm going to put a little flour. Okay, so I'm going to pop this into the oven. Here's the first loaf. Now we'll get to work on the second loaf.